Hi, I'm Alex Grossman.
And I'm Jordan Woods.
And we're here from Active Storage. And today we'd like to introduce a brand new product. We're really excited about this. We have it under here. We'd love to show it to you. We call it ActiveSAN. ActiveSAN is our new high-performance, highly optimized metadata controller appliance for XSAN and StorNext networks. In fact, we built ActiveSAN from the ground up to deliver the best performance in an XSAN or StorNext environment. Now, the ActiveSAN appliance is built on a 1U server platform. And this is not just any server platform. It's an Nehalem class Xeon processor. The system is designed so that it's easily serviceable. In fact, the fans are easy to remove and to replace. The system design allows us to put in PCIe cards, and one is populated with a dual 8 gig fiber channel controller. The system has 8 gigabytes of RAM and one available PCIe slot. It also has dual redundant 600 watt hot swappable power supplies. So for really high performance and resiliency. Now the system is very well designed end to end and slips in the rack very easily. We built this with the user in mind who are going to use it in an XSAN environment, and they may not have the biggest IT staff. So like every other product from Active Storage, it comes with 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week support. What I really love about the ActiveSAN is that we built it on Linux. Linux is just rock solid. It's robust. Everybody knows that. It's enterprise grade. It's used in just about every data center on the planet. But the problem with Linux is it can be a little difficult to set up. In fact, for those of us who are used to Mac OS X Server, Linux can be a chore. And there's so many different ways of setting it up and so many different types of deployments that we just couldn't have that happen. In the ActiveSAN admin is we made the setup of the appliance and the setup of Quantum StorNext just very simple. We just rolled it all into one. In fact, Jordan, why don't you tell us about the ActiveSAN admin?
Yeah, ActiveSAN admin is a very exciting new product that's going to integrate with the ActiveSAN and the Active RAID that you're familiar with. So if you've ever deployed an XSAN or StorNext environment, you know it can be actually difficult and involve many different software applications that you have to jump through. With the ActiveSAN admin, you have one application. From that one single view, you can set up your servers, your storage. You can mount your clients, set the IP addresses. It's an amazing one-step process to simplify it rather than having to use 12 or 15 different applications to get the same job done.
I would say that this is probably one of the easiest appliances to set up and for a very complicated use in probably the hardest XSAN environments. Would you agree, Jordan?
No, absolutely, yeah. I mean, we take away a lot of the cumbersome CLI or other pieces of Linux that scares people. We make it into a very easy one-step application process to have your whole environment running in a couple minutes.
In NAB 2010, we previewed an application we were working on called ActiveStats. And ActiveStats, a lot of people looked at it since it was a technology preview, and they said, this is really revolutionary. But they had a lot of ideas. And we love listening to customers. We love listening to people who have great ideas, and we're able to roll those in. In fact, Jordan runs our technical support team, and he spent a lot of time over the last year with our customers saying what would make ActiveStats great. And we figured it out. What makes ActiveStats great is having an appliance to run ActiveStats on that allows us to manage the entire SAN environment. In fact, Jordan, why don't you tell us more about ActiveStats and why it's so great?
No, when ActiveStats first was brought to the audience, it was a piece that sat either on your laptop or some part of your environment that monitored your storage, which is a fantastic idea, and it's very revolutionary in the field. Currently, you view your switch or you look at a single box, and then you add things up. So when it first came out, we gave you an idea of being able to monitor all your storage at the same time. But now we actually have a server that we get to throw in the mix that gets to monitor your entire environment in terms of your metadata controllers and how they're performing, how it's interacting with the rest of your storage. How many editors can I throw into this? Do I need another server to monitor volume? Do I need to add another volume? This software package gives you all that information in a simple setup. So.
Yeah, I think it's really incredible because it's so complex today. In our environment, we're worried about just running a facility. We're not all storage experts and server experts and worrying about what do we do if we have to add another stream of video. Is this going to crash? What's going to happen? So what we tried to do is we tried to use ActiveSAN as a tool that could give you this guaranteed availability, the quality of service guarantee that you need in order to just set and forget. And I think that being able to design a product now, a very modern product, even after ActiveSAN was designed, this is even much more modern. We're able to do a lot more. And because we know the environment, and we know the metadata controller, we know the storage that's below it, whether it's ActiveRate or other storage, we have a much better view into the entire network. So ActiveSAN is just a great tool. And we'll be releasing ActiveSAN with the ActiveSAN appliance. Now, that alone, I think, makes this just one of the best products that were ever developed for this use. But we went a little farther. And like everything else in doing this, it's just really exciting. And what we did is last year, again, at NAB, we introduced the technology called Interpool. And what Interpool was, and it still is a metadata appliance that takes the metadata that's used in either ActiveSAN or StorNext and stores it into its own particular area, actually in what we called a 0U. So it actually lives in the metadata controller. But now that we actually own the metadata controller end-to-end, being Linux-based, using StorNext, we can actually do more with Interpool. So we went back and we took, we have a great engineering team at Active. We took the engineering team and we challenged them. We said, take Interpool and make it work in ActiveSAN flawlessly. Make it work so that the tools and the utilities work right with ActiveSAN admin and it delivers the best performance possible. And so Interpool is something that we saw incredible attention for, and we challenged the team, and I think they did a great job. In fact, a lot of people may not know what Interpool is. Do you want to run them through it a little, Jordan?
Interpool is a metadata storage pool device that we have that's going to be now located in the servers. It takes the place of what you formerly used to lose in your actual storage device. So before you would take a pair of 1 terabyte drives that you'd have to carve out for your metadata, or 2 terabyte drives, or even in the future now 3 terabyte drives. So that goes away. Your storage pools are now balanced. They're larger. You're going to have better performance, mainly because the controller that used to do metadata and data, all it has to do is data now. All it has to do is pass its video. So the Interpool will take care of all of that job for you.
That's great. So Interpool is something that we really are excited about. We've had a lot of people waiting for it. We think it's really one of the most exciting products out. We've patented it. So we think it's just the technology people wait for. So if you take the Interpool product, you take ActiveSAN, you take the simple ActiveSAN admin, we think we have a great product in ActiveSAN, and we're really excited to bring it to you. Now, we'll be showing the product at NAB 2011, and we'll be shipping it shortly thereafter. So we're very, very excited about it. Please check our website for more information on ActiveSAN. It's activestorage.com. Thank you.